We have the infinite series n factorial divided by n times e to the n, and we want to show that this infinite series here diverges using the ratio test. So to use the ratio test to show that the series diverges, then we need to show this. So we need to show that the limit of a sub n plus 1 divided by a sub n is equal to a real number greater than 1. Or we can show that the limit of this ratio is equal to infinity. So we have a sub n equal to that. And then a sub n plus 1. Then in the place of n, put n plus 1. N plus 1. N plus 1. And then n plus 1. And again, this right here, this means n, and then subtract 1, n minus 1, and then subtract 1. And then all the way down to 3, 2, and then 1. And then here we just have and the difference between n factorial and n plus 1 factorial, instead of starting with n, we start with n plus 1. So here in the front we have n plus 1. And then 1 less, we get n. 1 less, we get n minus 1. And then here we get n minus 2. That should be n minus 2. And then here we get n plus 1. And then a to the n plus 1 is the same as a times a to the n times a to the first. And then now we need this ratio right here. A sub n plus 1 is this. And then a sub n is this. And then we can see that the a sub n, a to the n, and a to the n will cancel out. And then all of this will cancel out with all of this. So what's left? And then we can also cancel this n plus 1 with this right here. So nothing left on the top, so it means 1. And then the bottom we have nothing here, so it'll be 1 divided by 1 over n. So one more time, there's nothing left up here, so that means it's 1. And then nothing here, we get 1. So the bottom, the top, we just get 1 over 8. The bottom, we have 1 over n. So up here, we get 1 over 8. And then down here, we get 1 over n. So this is equal one over 8, and this is 1 over n. But this means this. This means 1 over 8 times dividing by 1 over n is the same as multiplying the reciprocal, and the reciprocal is n over 1. So we end up with n dividing by 8. And now we need to take the limit of this ratio. This is n over 8. As n approaches infinity, then we get infinity divided by 8, which is infinity. And so we have shown that the limit of the ratio a sub n plus 1 divided by a sub n is equal to infinity. And therefore, we can say that the series a sub n diverges.